Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity Podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsambyrne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. All right, I want to talk about the word adaptogenic. You see it here, adaptogen. This means that based on what's going on in your body, the essential oil is going to bring you a balance and harmony based on what you need. And so tonight, we've got a full group of people. Each person is dealing with a different aspect in health and wellness. So when you use the essential oil, it's going to work individually based on what you need. And with the laurel leaf, which is one of the oils you have that I recommended, it has something in it called, it's hydrophilic, which means that what you can do with this laurel leaf is you can put a couple of drops on the lymphatic area, like around the neck, the heart, and then take a shower or a bath. And the water pushes the essential oil more deeply into your body. So this is a way that you can actually get more amplification of the benefits of the essential oil. Now, you would only want to do this with certain essential oils because some oils are really hot. And I'm going to talk about how you use those. You use those very differently than, say, the middle of the road essential oils like lavender or laurel leaf or frankincense. But there are ways that you can use the hot essential oils like the cool essential oils so that you don't burn yourself. A lot of chemotypes. So I'm going to move on here. There's a nutritive value to all the essential oils. They have vitamins, minerals. For example, we've got the tree essences like cedar woods and the firs, very grounding. The citruses, which are very uplifting. The eucalyptuses, which are helpful for respiratory and immune health. Ginger, which is great for your digestion. So a lot of versatility in these oils. Now, I want to say that not all oils are antiviral or antifungal or break the blood-brain barrier. Here is a list of antiviral essences. So lemon or lemongrass, the sages, rosemary, cinnamon bark. Oh my goodness, it's a hot essential oil, but you can put a little bit on your tongue or get a hot mug of water and put a couple drops of cinnamon bark in. Yum. Mountain savory. So this is a long list of essential oils that are antiviral if you want to go that direction as a prophylactic to improve your health. Now, some of the essential oils are created by the flowers. Some of them are created by the leaves. Some of them are created by the furs. Some of them by the peel. So you want to know, well, where is this essential oil coming from? Because where it comes from is going to speak to how it's going to inform you. Let me give you an example. Let's say we compare the jasmine essential oil with, say, the fir tree, and maybe we're even using like ponderosa pine as an example. That's a pine tree, but we could use, maybe like a tamarack or something in the tree family, spruce. There's a big difference. The jasmine, because it comes from the flower, it's going to be softer, it's going to be gentler, it's going to be more in the feminine. Whereas the tree essence is going to be deep in the roots, sustainability, being able to live under winter cycles, summer cycles. So there's a stability, there's a groundedness, really good for the adrenals, really good for energy. So very different based on where the essential oil comes from. And I've given you a list of plant parts, like for example, let's say you use an essential oil that comes from the seeds. One of my favorites is sweet fennel. In fact, I'm going to talk about that, how it affects our eye health. So if you start using a seed, what is that about? Starting something new, birthing something. Okay, so you are now in the rhythm of the plant, okay, as opposed to the rhythm of the cars, the honking, the computer, man-made things. And how many health professionals, holistic health professionals today say, spend 30 minutes in nature. Do it something like forest bathing, okay, where you're out there in the trees and you're sitting under a tree for 20 or 30 minutes. Yeah, it slows you down. It relaxes your nervous system. It improves your mood. Okay, so it's doing a lot of things. So when you actually apply this plant medicine to your body, you are now changing your consciousness. So remember, the more you treat any substance chemically, the lower the vibration, the lower the healing. All right, now the way I teach essential oils is I like to do them undiluted on the skin. However, some people both have very sensitive skin or they've got some toxicities that are hidden. So when you start using the oils undiluted, it's going to trigger a toxic response. And so you need to do what we call a test patch. So you take the oil, I don't know if you can see, but this part of my arm is where I put the oil. And I do a drop on there, I massage it in, and I watch the reaction. If I get any redness or burning, I know that this is probably going to be irritating for my skin. So at that point, you could use a carrier oil. You could say diffuse it in the air. You could also put it on the soles of your feet. So the test patch is going to tell you where and how you can use the oils. There's an eye protocol that I use that uses sweet fennel. It uses carrot seed. It uses frankincense. So this is an eye protocol. And so I'm going to stop here for a minute and I'm going to come back here so I'm going to demonstrate this so you can see what I'm talking about. For people with cataracts, macular degeneration, glaucoma, this is a wonderful eye protocol using the fennel, carrot seed, and frankincense. So you start by washing your hands, you get the fennel, and you smell it first. That's the first thing you want to do because you're going to get the olfactory response. It's going to go to the limbic brain, and you're going to get a yes or a no. Wow, this is interesting. Fennel smells a little bit like licorice, and it's really great for the digestive system, but it's also helping your eyes. So let's say you get a yes, okay, I'm connecting with this oil. You take a drop, put it on your hand, and you're going to put it up here, over here, over here, down here, down here. So maybe a drop, and you're just spreading it around, okay? Then you take a moment and you close your eyes. You're going to notice you're going to feel some heat here. And as long as it's not burning, you're good. If it's burning, you could put coconut oil on it. You could put any kind of a carrier oil, even olive oil, and it will take away the burn right away. Don't use water, but use a kind of a carrier oil, and that will take the burning away. But if it's warm, if it's effervescent, it's working. That's great. All right, number 2 is doing carrot seed. So you take the carrot seed, smell it. This is really good. It's got a lot of vitamin A in it, a lot of minerals. You put the carrot seed right on top of the fennel. Okay. Again, you can close your eyes. You're going to notice again, activation, oxygenation. There's a lot of oxygenation in these essential oils. That's why they're so good at detoxing. Then oil 3 is frankincense. Give it a sniff. And you're going to put that one on top of the fennel, the carrot seed. So you're keeping it away from the eyes. And then you just sit for a minute or so. Breathe it in. You're going to notice there's this real activation. So when people do this and they get into the practice, 30-day challenge, once a day for 30 days, you will start to open your vision up. It will start to get rid of things like cataracts, macular degeneration. So it's a way for you to develop more oxygenation and hydration in the eyes indirectly. So you can certainly use that if you want to. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity Podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.